Hey everybody, so today I'm here to share with you guys our favorite baby products. After having 3 girls, and I feel like little Miss Lexi is now out of the baby phase. I mean, she's still plenty baby, but she's not super fresh anymore. So after doing this a few times around, I feel like there are things that I absolutely love. Now, I've done a must-haves video. I've done other videos kind of talking about niche-y kind of different groups of products that I would recommend, but this is like my personal favorites, which is going to be different than my must-haves. The must-haves video was very budget friendly. It was realistic in my opinion, and it was something that wasn't, extravagant or anything like that. And then the other more focused videos just have a certain topic that it's honing in on, whereas these are just the top, I believe, 10 things that we came up with that we really have enjoyed. And most of these we have used with all the girls. There's a couple that we haven't, but looking back, we wish that we would have. So let's just go ahead and get started. Okay, so I'm going to scoot the camera a little this way so I'm able to put pictures right here for you guys so I don't have to hold up every single thing. So the first thing, let's just get it out of the way for the viewers who come back time and time again to my videos, and I'm probably going to roll their eyes the second they hear this, but it's the pack and play. Now, we have had 2 pack and plays between all of our girls, and the one that I've enjoyed the most is the one that we currently still have. It came with a bouncer seat that actually locked into the pack and play, and then there's also a change pad, and then the pack and play has 2 different levels, one that's higher up and one that drops completely down to the bottom like a traditional pack and play. Now, we love this one. It's the one I'll be linking because I think it's well worth your money, but just wait for it to go on sale because it will go down to like $190, and then you can also use a 20% off coupon, which takes it down to like $170, I believe is what we got it for. So in my opinion, a super steal because Lexi still uses hers to sleep for her naps and at bedtime. She's been in it ever since we came home. It's a really great thing if you are planning to room share but you don't have a ton of room, or you don't want to put a crib up, something that gives them a safe sleeping space without, I don't know, a bunch of different things in the room, and something that can grow with them. It's very practical. And once they're not in your room, it continues to be a pack and play, so you can still use it. So I've beat that dead horse long enough, but any chance I get, I will bring up a pack and play. I've just felt like it's never something anyone talked to me about, and it's by far our most used baby product. Of course, besides like really important things like diapers, wipes, stuff like that. So the next thing is the Skip Hop Amazing Arch Activity Gym. This thing has been a favorite amongst our last 2 kids, something that they've played from literally infancy all the way up until they were, 9 months old plus. Lexi is now 9 months old and she's still playing with it, so we're still going. It can do 2 different positions with the arch. It can lay down or it can be up above them. So no matter what they're doing, whether it's tummy time or they're on their back and practicing rolling over, whatever your baby is most engaged with or whatever they're doing at the moment, you can kind of customize it to that, and you're able to just put it wherever you would like, which is really cool. It's also super big. All 3 of my kids can lay on that mat. They have laid with Lexi time and time again on it. So it is a generous mat. And like I said, she's still playing with it now at 9 months old, and that just gives her her own little space to kind of have her toys. It's where the girls pick up all her toys and they'll place them, and still something that gets used to this day. And it is cheaper on Carter's website when they do a mega sale. Like on there, it's typically $140, but every once in a while they'll do a mega sale and that thing can go down to $70, and you need to snatch it up because it's gold. I don't know. My kids have loved it. And the next one is the Owlet. This is one that my husband wanted me to make sure that I put on here. It's something that he was very adamant about getting this time around with Lexi. And had we had the money and been able to afford it, and I don't even know if it was around when Sophie was born, but if that was possible, we would have had it way back when. Obviously, the newest version is typically the best, but you understand the kind of point I'm trying to make. But this thing is a monitor for your baby that goes on their foot with a wraparound sock that velcros in 2 different spots, and it is going to monitor their heart rate and also their oxygen levels. It will alert you if there is any decrease, change in, obviously, if they were to stop breathing or, it couldn't get a pulse, anything like that. It'll alert you. There's also an app that goes on your phone. You can track sleep with it. It's very, very insightful. It's also just a huge peace of mind. I feel like this is a love it or hate it type of thing. There's some people who are adamantly against these, and there are people who absolutely love them, and we are in the absolute love category because it has just brought so much peace of mind, especially when she was sick. When her sisters were in preschool, she was getting sick from whatever they would bring home, and when she was just a stuffy little congested baby, it made me super nervous. Babies just can't work things up as well as older kids can, so it was just really nice. Anytime I was worried, I would just give the Owlet a glance. I also like that you can turn it on from your phone, so if you forget to turn on the base station or anything like that, you can still remotely control it from your phone. And also, if the app isn't working, your base station still will. As long as you have power, you will be able to use your base station. Now, it won't alert your phone, but if something were to happen, the base station will still go off, so you will still get alerts and stuff. So all around, I know it's expensive, but it is money that has brought us, I can't even put into words. It is by far one of our favorite baby products. And then the next one is the Bebe Olay muslin snuggle blanket, I believe is what it's called. I bought this actually during one of my pregnancies that ended in miscarriage. I loved the look of this, the stars on one side, the I love you message on the other, and I did not realize when ordering how big it was. And then with Lexi, I decided to pack it for a hospital bag because when we were doing skin to skin in the hospital with the other girls, we never had a blanket big enough that really covered both parent and baby, so I wanted something like that this time around. And it is by far our most used blanket, and because I think I used it so much in those early days when we were holding her, when we were cuddling her in the hospital, stuff like that, it just has so many good memories, and it just is like a precious thing to me now. And I highly recommend it as a baby blanket. It's really strange, even though it's pretty big in size, and it also does have a bit of fabric in it and it's not super thin. It's also not hot. So she is still using it even right now when it's starting to get really humid and hot outside in Ohio. She's still using it, and we absolutely love it. So if you're looking for a really big blanket that they could use from, being a baby and you holding them and just having something cozy for the both of you all the way up until they're a toddler and they're sleeping on their own, and it's safe to have blankets and stuff, this, by far and away, one of those blankets is perfect. And honestly, they're really affordable for what you're getting. I think that Luna blanket is around $30, and it's humongous, guys, like so big. So the next one is the Solly Baby Wrap, and I know that I've talked about carriers in different videos before, but if I really had to pick just one, it would be the Solly Baby Wrap. There's just something about having that carrier in particular at that time. It is just like a second skin. It gets baby close to you again. And I don't know, there's just something about wearing a Solly Baby Wrap that just gives me all the feels, honestly. It's comfortable. It's very, very lightweight. Rummy was a summer baby. I had one with her, and I could wear that thing, and I run super hot. You guys know I hate the heat, but I could wear that and her and be completely fine. So I don't know. It's just, again, something with like that newborn stage where they're just close and cuddly, and then Solly Wrap makes it so you can do that, but you're not giving up anything else, and you're still able to go do things that you need to be able to do. The next is a very practical one, but still by far and away must have for me, and that is a car seat cover. Whether it's built in, like with our Nuna Pipa car seat, there is a little stretchy visor that you can pull down, and it just has magnets at the foot of the car seat that it'll just attach to, and then it creates a hold, and that way the car seat is completely covered. Or if you buy one separately, just as long as you're using it correctly. But I highly recommend these if you are taking your infant carrier anywhere out in public, because please do not underestimate people's comfortableness with just sticking their head in your kid's car seat. I don't know what it is. I really don't. I know we all love babies and we all want to see babies, and very cute. And I understand that, but personal space also does apply to them. And I don't know. So the car seat cover, in my opinion, has deterred 99% of people. I have noticed that if I don't have it down, so many more people are comfortable with doing it. And honestly, there's been times where I see that coming and I just pull the car seat cover down and they don't even bother, coming over and looking or anything like that. Of course, you'll still get nosy people who want to look, but it just helps a lot. It also helps, in my opinion, with lights and sounds. When Lexi especially was a baby, she did not love a ton of light. She did not like a ton of sound. At least if it wasn't her sound machine. So for her to sleep out in public in the car seat, it had to be with a car seat cover, her sound machine, and that way she kind of had her own little dark soundproof space. She wasn't a fan of loud music or stuff like that. But between those two things, like I said, it was just a must for me. And then the next is the Kinsa Smart Thermometer. This is something that is also new with Lexi. I don't even know if these were really around back when we had our older girls, I'm sure, but I didn't know about them. But this thing is so awesome. I absolutely love it. It is a digital thermometer that you can use in the mouth, in the armpit, in the butt, whatever you need for whatever age, because when they are super tiny babies, taking their temperature rectally is the most accurate. But you can get thermometer covers that will slip on there and you can, take a little alcohol wipe over top of it and it'll be okay. You're still able to use it well past using it rectally if you take care of it and you use precaution. But I like it because you can set up on their app different kids, like different profiles. And then when you take a temperature, you can put in which kid it was, if there's any symptoms, and it'll give you feedback. It'll also log the temperatures, which I love the most. It's not very often that I need to log temperatures, but obviously if that's a problem, you like to know what's going on. So I like that it's all in one place. You don't even have to load up the app on your screen. You could just have taken the temperature, load the app up afterwards, and it somehow relays to your phone that you've taken a temperature. So I just like it for being organized and keeping everything in one spot should we need to go to the doctor and show them their temperatures, stuff like that. It just makes it so I'm not keeping track of one more thing. I know it's there. I can go back to it if I need to look at it, and it's so reassuring because if I'm taking a kid's temperature, it's because I am concerned something's going on. By far and away a really great baby product. So it's just not one more thing clogging up your brain. Next up is the Skip Hop floor seat, and we love this thing. It is a great little tool to have, especially when she is interested in what her older sisters are doing, but it's not quite age appropriate or they just want their space. So whether they're playing with their figurines in their dollhouse or they're painting or maybe they're eating or just whatever, and she wants to be with them, I will sit her near them in that seat. That way she can still interact with them and see what they're doing, but she is not going to be able to reach for things or get into things that they don't want her to or that are not safe for her. So it's been really great. It's an awesome little tool. Obviously it's a floor seat, so you can take it and put it anywhere that you want to. Obviously be safe with it, but that kind of goes without saying, I would hope. But we've taken it outside, we've had it in the kitchen, just like so many different places. It's just one of those things that's really nice. We don't use it a ton anymore because she is so mobile. She's crawling and pulling up on stuff and climbing, but it's still really great to have, and I do highly recommend it. So the last two things are probably my top baby favorite and then my husband's baby favorite. And my top one is the footed sleepers. Now, I know that I've talked about these before as well, but just to kind of drive home how much I love these things, it's literally all I bought Lexi for her 9-month clothes. It wasn't intentional, but I think I was so focused on making sure she had these footy sleepers that I totally forgot to order her bodysuits or anything in 9-month clothes. They're really, really easy. They're honestly all my kids wear when they're newborns just because it's what's easiest. They are so floppy. They can't help you get dressed or anything like that when they're a newborn. So I just find it better for everybody. I just find them so much more convenient for that age. But also now getting older, with her having the Owlet on, I do like to keep the footed sleepers. I especially love the ones that do zip from the bottom just because it makes, diaper changes easy. If you forget to put the Owlet sock on, you just have to pop a foot out. It makes things a world better. I know Target makes them, Carter's makes them. basically a lot of people do now. And actually so does Walmart now that I just thought about it. It's just been something that's been really convenient, and with each and every girl I have gone back to time and time again. And then to finish off with my husband's absolute favorite, he wanted me to mention our baby monitor, more specifically our video baby monitor. Now, I personally wasn't going to put this in because from my point of view, if I had to pick between the Owlet monitor and the video monitor, I would pick the Owlet all day long. Honestly, I would deal with like not having a video monitor. We have the Vtech VM901. The VM stands for video monitor, but we absolutely love that thing. I have a full review of it on my channel, just as I do probably a lot of these other things, so I'll link them below too. But I love it, and so does my husband, but my husband more so. He just likes being able to see what's going on. That way you don't have to barge in to kind of assess the situation. And that was the whole reason he wanted me to put it on there. I think we also like the video monitor so much too because it's not like we're giving up anything. I'm more of the I want a parent unit. I don't want to have to rely on my phone to check the baby monitor. He's more, I'm already on my phone, so just give me something that's on my phone type. So that way we can both have what we want because it does have an app where you can see it online, and you can also have a parent unit and you can see it from there. So we are both getting what we want. It's full HD. It's just been a really great video monitor, and we've had some very bad ones in the past. So we have never been steered wrong with the Vtech baby monitors, but this is the most recent one we have, and we love it. Let me know down in the comments below what your #1 favorite baby product is. And if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And as always, thanks for watching.